So novation agreements are when you are working with a seller, the deal's a little bit tight. And it's so tight that you buying it and paying closing costs and taking title to the property would eat up too much profit margin in order for you to actually successfully do a profitable deal. So how a novation agreement works is you talk to a seller and you convince the seller or the seller's agent, whoever it is that you're communicating with, that you want to renovate the house, that you agree to pay the seller X number of dollars for their property. Okay, so let's just say it's, hey, the seller's not going to move off of 150 grand and the ARV is 220,000, and buying it just isn't going to make sense because you got to get hard money, you got to take title, you got to pay all those fees, it's going to be expensive. Another $10,000 in fees disappears. So novation agreements allow you to renovate a property without having to take title. Essentially what you're doing is you're spending the money to rehab the house and you're putting a lien against the property for the money that you're spending in renovation. And then you and the seller agree. The seller will then get the price that they've agreed to sell to you for. And then anything over that's yours. Right? So if you agree with the seller to give them 150 grand in a novation agreement, and then you go and spend 30,000 renovating the house and sell it for 220, well, if you do your renovation right, you could make $20,000 or $30,000, and all you had to put out of pocket was the rehab cost, right? You didn't have to put a down payment to take the house down. You didn't have to take title. You didn't have to do all those things, pay lender fees. So it's an extremely genius way to fix and flip a property without having to take title. And you can absolutely do that, but you have to educate the agent on the process. And once you educate the agent, then it's just them having to tell that information to their seller and get them on board.